All right, before we get too deep into this, that one doesn't count. That one
There
counts.
we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to ENT Fantasy Football. And we got a great video today coming for you guys. We got Panic Button. This is actually a full circle moment because I would like to say our first ever video on this channel was a Panic Button video.
Week 5
last
panic.
season, week 5 last year. This is week 4. And wow, that's pretty crazy, dude. It's been a long way.
It's been a whole year since
a whole year pretty much
we've been here in this,
But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this Panic Button video is players that we think are, first of all, they have not performed to their expectations so far.
Nope.
And some of these players are for sure panic buttons, and some of these players we're going to have a discussion about. Maybe their season is possibly looking brighter down the line. Maybe they're going to get better. Maybe it's going to stay the same, and we're here to talk about that.
I'm going to get into mine.
This one hurts my heart. This one hurts my heart. Because in our league of record, this is my running back. Or he's not my running back. He's one of my lower guys.
Yeah.
But I have this guy on my roster.
So, Rashad Penny.
Rashad Penny.
I'm a little bit worried about you, dog.
I'm a lot worried.
For the first 3 weeks, he's averaging 5 fantasy points. If you're owning Rashad Penny right now, you're thinking, man, how can I get over this?
Yeah, but you can't. So look, Rashad Penny, here's the thing. You can't trade him.
You don't trade him.
You can't trade him because nobody wants him.
No.
Do you want Rashad Penny from me if I offered him you?
No.
Exactly. And I don't feel comfortable dropping Rashad Penny just yet. There's nothing really out there that you're going to get that's going to return the value that you spent on Rashad Penny.
No. He's not playing good.
But the thing, this is why I'm so worried about Rashad Penny is because, first of all, so week 1, he had most of the running back workload.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Walker was out that week.
Yeah.
We come in week 2, and it's a split.
50-50.
50-50, and a little bit of Travis Homer just to sprinkle on top, just because for some reason
for insult.
They like Travis Homer for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So now that you add that into the equation, when he already wasn't being that good, now it's full-on panic button. I'm hitting the button, and this offense is bad. And if you have a running back for an offense that is bad, splitting carries with another running back who the trajectory looks like by the end of the season, Kenneth Walker is going to be the number 1 running back.
That's the way it would seem. So for my second guy, he's not as rostered, and that's one Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, if you walk into the season thinking, hey, Baker Mayfield maybe can turn it around. Yeah, you're wrong. You could drop Baker Mayfield. You can drop him. Go pick up T-Law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a good one, bro.
Go pick up
Goff.
Pick up Goff. We'll shelve our quarterback talks because this could go on for hours.
Because I have a player on my panic button list, and it's DJ Moore on the same team as Baker Mayfield. These guys kind of are in the same conversation. But here's some numbers for you guys. So week 1, DJ Moore had a whopping 3 receptions for 43 yards.
Let's go.
Now week 2, DJ Moore had a whopping 3 receptions for 43 yards.
That's right.
Now week 3, he had 1 reception for 2 yards. Now granted, he gets a little bit of rushing work mixed into there. He gets like a carry or 2 a game.
Sort of.
But still, it's not anything that you're going to hope for.
No.
So DJ Moore is a very good player.
Absolutely.
He's a very talented player, and we've seen that. Unfortunately, he's in the Terry McLaurin discussion of this man has never had a quarterback. Are you hitting the panic button on DJ Moore, or do you think this is going to get better?
I am holding out for 1 more week.
Okay, that's
but
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm like about to.
Yeah.
Like I'm really close, but I'm not going to yet because upside, baby. There's a lot of upside with DJ Moore. Just wait 1 more week.
Yeah, I would say this is another thing.
Would you cut ties with him if he has a good game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Sell high?
I would. So, yeah, sell high. This offense just is not good. It's not good.
No.
And
Christian McCaffrey excluded.
Christian McCaffrey, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is that they want to run the football, and they want to get the ball to McCaffrey in open space.
Yeah.
I would try to capitalize on the name value. Maybe package up another player and the name value of DJ Moore and try to get yourself an upgrade. Like, try to package up maybe like a Miles Sanders and a DJ Moore and try to get yourself a little running back upgrade if you can. Yeah. Just based off the name value of DJ Moore.
I feel like for that trade, you probably can go and get like maybe even like
a Montgomery.
Yeah.
Montgomery. I would make that trade.
So just hold off for 1 more week and see where it goes because he's still a good player and you just kind of have to cross your fingers that this week is the week.
Hopefully. Stash him on your bench and cross your fingers and hope.
Well, for my guy, we have Allen Robinson the second. I've been low on Allen Robinson for a long time. Even before the season started, I was very, very low on Allen Robinson. But people were walking in here saying, Allen Robinson. This is his year.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Just wait.
People were ranking him as like a wide receiver 2.
That's disgusting. I would have ranked him as a wide receiver 3 or 4 before the season even started. Yeah. Allen Robinson played in all 3 games this year. He only has 18 fantasy points. Half PPR, of course. That's usually what we go for. He plays in one of the most pass-heavy offenses in the game. But when he only has 7 receptions over the past 3 weeks, that's bad. Yeah. That's not good.
That's not good at all. And he also, in week 1, remember week 1, bro? People were on his head.
Yeah.
Because he had a huge dud.
One of the most pass-heavy offenses in the game. Allen Robinson, 1 game over 10 fantasy points.
Yeah. He had a down year last year. And people were like, a change of scenery, new quarterback, better system, better everything. It should look up for Allen Robinson. And unfortunately,
it has not.
It has not. And so Joseph already got his 3 taken care of. I still am on my number 2. But my number 2 panic button player is Travis Etienne. Now, Travis Etienne was drafted pretty highly. Everything looks good on paper. James Robinson just had an Achilles tear last season.
Yeah.
So obviously, James Robinson was coming into this season not fully 100% healthy. And Travis Etienne looks great, playing with his college quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. And so he was a very highly drafted running back, first-round draft pick. A lot of hype coming out of Clemson. So he was drafted, and I want to say like 5th round of fantasy football draft. And James Robinson was drafted in like later in drafts, like 12th, 13th round. Yeah. So here's the numbers for you guys so far this season. So his first week, he had a whopping 4 carries.
A whopping 4 carries.
His second week, he had a whopping 9 carries.
Mm-hmm.
And his third week, he had 13 carries, but that was because they blew out the Chargers, and it was just the game script. He had more work than normal. Yeah. But I'm assuming even though the Jaguars have looked good, he's not going to be in that game script all the time. Mm-mm. This is still the Jaguars. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They're not going to be winning games all the time to where he's going to be getting that. These are the numbers for James Robinson. So he has out-touched him in every single game. Mm-hmm. Week 1, he had 11 carries. Week 2, 23. Week 3, he had 17 in the same Chargers game. And James Robinson is the RB3.
RB3?
James Robinson is the RB3 in all of fantasy football over the first 3 weeks. And it was supposed to be Travis Etienne's backfield.
It was.
Now, normally with backfields like this, where they have a young stud running back, normally it kind of goes like this. Like, the veteran will start, like, at the beginning with most of the workload, and then the rookie or the younger player will slowly catch up. That's kind of like what we were talking about with the Seahawks. Yeah. Kenneth Walker, as the season goes on, is most likely going to get more touches. But James Robinson is by no means an old player. He's by no means a bad running back. James Robinson has been great so far. He looks great. He's efficient. He's getting touchdowns. He's getting fantasy points. And he's helping them win real-life football games.
That's
more
what
than
matters.
Travis Etienne is.
Yeah.
And so with this team, with Doug Peterson, this team is not trying to lose games anymore. This team is trying to be competitive right now and make steps forward. And their best chance with that is with James Robinson and not Travis Etienne. But honestly, I'm hitting the panic button on Travis Etienne, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it trending upward with how good James Robinson has been and how they're winning football games right now. Yeah.
So just until he shows consistency or James Robinson has something going on, he's not going to be starting for me anytime soon.
Nope. Now this next guy, not my last one because we have some other guys that we're going to mention at the end of the video, but this is my last main panic button guy, and it's Kyle Pitts. Now, Kyle Pitts is one of my favorite players in the NFL.
2nd round draft pick for fantasy.
Yep. And so this guy, literally, according to the numbers, the greatest tight end prospect we've ever seen in the NFL. Mm-hmm. The greatest rookie season we've ever seen for a tight end, if you exclude touchdowns. Because for some reason he doesn't like getting touchdowns.
No,
only
in London.
Especially in the United States.
Only in London.
So yeah, Kyle Pitts, obviously you drafted him very highly. He was like the 3rd tight end drafted in fantasy football with the expectation that he's going to take a huge second-year leap and continue to be great for fantasy and great in real life. And unfortunately, that seems to not be the case throughout the first 3 weeks. So 2 receptions week 1 for 19 yards. 2 receptions week 2
for 19
yards. Week 3, he finally got some more usage and he had 5 receptions for 87 yards. So that's more of what you want to see.
A massive W for the Kyle.
Yes. But the thing is, so last season, he was efficient, but that was still like his beginning of his rookie season, so we're going to give him a pass on that. But then once Calvin Ridley went away, Kyle Pitts blew up. Kyle Pitts was used a lot. He was getting targeted. He was the number 1 pass catcher in that offense.
Yeah.
And now we come to this season with all the offseason hype, with all everything about him, and they draft Drake London. And Drake London is the number 1 pass catcher on that team right now. And he's getting targeted more than Kyle Pitts. He's getting used more than Kyle Pitts, and he's getting obviously more production than Kyle Pitts.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. I'm not hitting the panic button.
Me neither.
I'm not hitting it. I'm not going to touch the button on Kyle Pitts because...
Maybe you're a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But it's not time to hit it.
It's not time to hit it. And especially because this is a tight end.
It is a tight end.
So, like, what are you going to do? If you hit the panic button on Kyle Pitts, what are you going to go out and get yourself? Are you going to go out and get yourself an Irv Smith?
No.
You're not, because it's Kyle Pitts. Like,
they're not on the same level.
There's no options out there for you to pivot to if you have Kyle Pitts. The upside of Kyle Pitts is still there, and I think it will come around. But this team sucks, bro, and clearly they need to use Kyle Pitts more. So that's why I'm not hitting the panic button, because I think that his usage is going to return to where it was and where it should be. So yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for our panic button video, guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go down below, like this video.
Like it.
Comment on this video. Comment players that are on your fantasy team that you're about to hit the panic button on.
Yeah.
Comment that, please.
Thank you, guys.
The TikTok that we just made is in the description. Yep. The link is in the description, so go check that out if you got TikTok. And we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.